Oh, look at that. We got it all scuffed down with the red Scotch Brite and got things down base metal, whatever we needed. And now we're just gonna go ahead and mask off just a little bit. I'm not gonna go too crazy because honestly, it's not that big of a deal. We got it all primed. We're gonna be painting it with this stuff. VHT engine enamel. I don't care. Alright chat, this is kind of what we did, and we did it a little bit in here because there was base metal and stuff. So I painted this before, so you can see there's two different things. I should have done it up to that and just redid it, but and right there, I should have just done that, but hey, it is what it is, because you know, down the line or something, or maybe not, like it might have to get repainted, but for the meantime, just let it rock. But yeah, this is the radiator support. Looks pretty good, you know. Got the rivets, everything's covered. You can see that the adhesive is all up in there, all around. Everywhere's painted, you know. It's looking pretty decent. It's looking aight, you know. You see, y'all?
While Patchy pulls himself together, let's see how SpongeBob's party is shaping up.
Oh, look up, guys. Alright, y'all. Back to rebuilding the TSX stuff now that we have it painted. And now we got these hood hinges and battery tray. We're just getting it painted too. Some enamel black. So, really it. So we are back to the next step. Got some things painted, and now we're gonna be fitting some spare fenders that we have, and then possibly borrowing the hood from the daily because that's really the only hood that we have. Well, we have the 08 hood. But yeah, so these fenders, I'm gonna fit that, fit a hood on. Just gonna kind of rock with it and see how things work out. You seen we were painting stuff. We have new hood hinges, so we're gonna be replacing those before we put on the hood, obviously, and then go from there. good, chat? Now it's like 8 in the morning, maybe like 8:30 or something. I don't know. 8 o'clock, something like that. But yeah, it's a bit colder this morning. We're finally starting to get this cold front here in Florida. I just want to show you guys the progress we made last night. I was doing it until like 12, and then it finished off there. So we ended up getting this fender on, which this side it looks better and fit on better, but I still have to do a little bit of adjusting, a little bit of bending to make this side come down a little bit better and get this gappage a little bit more correct, but this side's better than the other one. Got this hood hinges on as well, the painted ones that you guys seen me do. That should be alright. The one right here, I already scraped it, look at that. It's alright. This side is a little bit more finicky, obviously, because you guys seen this side that got hit the hardest. So it's a little off right here, but what I might probably have to end up doing is getting the Dremel, make this a little bit wider so I have a little bit more adjustment in this fender, and then I should be pretty good, because I was messing with it last night and I kind of figured that out. So yeah, that's about that. And I took off that little line and reservoir that's sitting over there. It might just have to replace it from there, unless that is kinked a little bit, which I don't think so. It looks like it's kind of normal. So yeah, little by little we're getting it done. I'm gonna have to order some transmission mounts, get some of that going, find some cheap ones, and then fill it with some like the poly or something. Just fill it up, make it more solid. I'm about to go to the junkyard so I could find some more bolts. There's only one junkyard that has actually a TSX that was black, but it came in like September, and so it's already November, so probably a lot of things aren't going to be there. TSXs are scarce, and when they do come, shit just gets taken. But we're gonna check it out. So yeah, we ended up taking a break a little earlier. We wanted to go do things that we gotta get done, like run to the junkyard, which we did. And I didn't want to bring the camera, obviously, because I'm not gonna hold that around, as well as like my fucking tool bag and parts and shit like that. Grab some things that I needed all my hands, well, both my hands. But yeah, so we got some goodies from the junkyard. So shout out to Junkyard. We did see a TSX. So if you guys follow me on IG, I showed you on my story. Black bumper that looks so much cleaner. So we could do a little bit of a Brazilian butt lift on the daily or something, you know, because that's the only one that looks crazy as fuck.
Yeah, it's this thing.
And then we have a passenger side skirt, and in black. This one is black, but then it's like painted that, or it was. It's got like the carbon on it, so it's like painted but not painted kind of thing. Show y'all, I mean, you guys see the rear bumper. This thing looks crazy. It was repainted, it looks like shit. Thing's just been chipping slowly. You guys see, we got the bumper. Oh, we also got that reservoir, and then we got these brackets that go from the subframe to that. This is because we had to do something to one, and I felt like just having an extra pair
and then
of
also,
this.
it's good to have this because we have an aftermarket one in the TSX, so
Yeah.
it's a little funky. We wanted to switch it to OEM to make sure
Yeah,
it flows
want
good.
some OEM extra parts, you know, a little bit of extra OEM parts.
Alright, but anyways, guys,
look at the goodies. Some extra little things.
But hold on, there's more.
Ground cable, and battery one, subframe bolts, and pigtails. You know the junkyard tricks, because you be seeing bolts all over the
It's
thing.
gonna end up in the fucking...
These sensors, SRS sensors, I needed those for this. So we're gonna have to go back and grab a little extra things like that. Hopefully everything's there. You see all these little sensors, pigtails, because this is good to have those. You know, sometimes
10 mil bolts.
like you just don't have these things on hand, or something just goes wrong, and it's nice to have some shit like this you could repin.
Oh, this is the bumper stuff.
Little bumper things.
Tabs. Seatbelt one I just grabbed.
Okay. Little bolts. I really needed these two bolts too. These are to the front part of this that goes to the radiator support. And I really needed those. I went to the dealership yesterday and it was like $6 each, and they couldn't order it until Monday. Got it for a nice $6 fee entrance to the junkyard. So that works out. 2 for 1 special. You go to the junkyard, you gather some stuff. Honestly, could have gotten more, but I didn't want to drag it too long. We just went to the TSX really and seen one Accord, and that's it. You know, just grabbed some things that we needed.
Yeah, which is really a lot of these bolts and stuff. I'm pretty sure we have a lot of them sitting around here, but it's just safe to have more.
I like going to the junkyard and just acquiring those little stuff, especially the
what is
bolts,
this
because that shit adds up. So just little things. I try to get the map sensor off like that intake manifold area, but those things are like brittle, man. I try to get it off and it just ended up cracking, snapping off.
A few moments later.
Alright y'all, so you're probably wondering why I'm doing this to this bracket. So a little dilemma with this radiator support. This side, the driver's side, could have got pushed in just a little bit more and seated just a little bit more. This bracket underneath from the subframe to the radiator support is like ½ inch or ½ inch, you know, somewhere in between that off to be able to thread into radiator support on this end. So what I had to do is just cut that off and be able to seat this in and just extend my hole out, weld it, and bada bing, bada boom. So I just gotta measure it out right now and see where I gotta place it, tack weld it, see if it's good. Do a little bit more weld and we'll be good. So we're going to be putting on the hood right now from the white TSX over there, because it's just the easiest thing to do is sit in there and kind of just go from there. Alright y'all, more progress with this TSX. We have this 08 hood on from the white TSX, as I was saying. We're having the problem of this touching the fender over here on this side, or just being too close, and I kept trying to adjust at the hinges because you're able to have some play with there if you loosen it up. You have a little bit of movement in that diameter, you know, so you got a little bit of wiggle room to keep playing with it, but that wasn't really my problem. It kind of was in a sense. I had to shift it over and kind of like twist this part up because that was closest. Move that over, it helped a little bit, but then I really had to just loosen up this fender because you guys could tell right here, like look at the bolt lines, you see that, so you have quite a bit of adjustment room for the fender, and I had it kind of pushed in a little too far. Lo and behold, I just loosened up 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there, pushed it or pulled it my way as far as I can, snapped it down, and boom, like I got this perfect line going back up all the way straight up. This side is basically, I mean, this fender's completely on. Over here doesn't line up as good because, like you guys, you can see the fender's on, and then probably need a little bit of adjustment. Probably gonna have to move the hinges a little bit. So then I know that's gonna be the, you know, the culprit, not the fender on that side. This is the first for me, y'all. I'm kind of learning everything myself, but you kind of just kind of feel everything out and see what moves what and keep adjusting. So yeah, it's kind of nice to see all this nice progress and seeing some things getting done finally, and some videos dropping, so hopefully you guys enjoy all this. Like I said, we're back on it. Progress every single day as much as we can on this car, doing a little bit at a time, and we've been doing good, y'all. Look at this. I mean, the last 2-3 videos you're seeing, I mean, we got this radiator support on. Shout out to Ryan for helping us out again. Got it painted, we got some things replaced, some lines. We made a junkyard run. I wish I recorded that. Tried out the hood, got the fenders on. So it's like we're making that progress. And we're just gonna continue on making progress and getting this shit done. Annoying part is the windshield for sure. Having to spend, I don't know, it's gonna be like $200 or some shit like that to replace it. Yeah, you get this done, all the little things we need to replace, and then I kind of have to worry about the engine really, like drivetrain, engine, whatever's like needs to be replaced, and then interior. Get back on the dashboard. Like,
It's basically done though.
Yeah, I mean,
it's put
swapped
together.
over the skin, and then I started to, and then she finished it up while I was at work, and then I had to just put in a couple more bolts. Take off the steering column so it's not as heavy, putting it back in this time because we struggled, but we don't have any seats or anything this time, so it'll be easier.
Most likely you guys will see that next video.
Yeah, that's all gonna be in like probably within next video or two. So thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you. We do. For the endless support and motivation. You know, there's some negative hate here and there, but there's more support and overwhelming comments of positivity than that. So shout out to y'all for sticking through all this and with us through, you know, the ups and downs of this journey. We back, y'all. It's a rich world. We're living in it. We're creating it, and I'm getting all this TSX shit done. You heard?
In just a few days, he turns 26, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, and it's, I don't know when we're posting this video exactly.
Maybe
Hopefully
on Wednesday.
We'll post it real soon, so you know. But November 27th, your boy's birthday, and that's the day before Thanksgiving. So, you know, like 26. But all right. Anywho, if you guys made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Stay tuned for more. Peace out.
I never take a day off, work around the clock, my engineer getting paid off. Rock like Ace up, like the weed and take off. So high I cannot see.